Okay. Hello, everybody. It's Tinius Review Factory, and we will now discuss yesterday's results. Roger Federer played Nagal in the first round, Monday, August 26th. I watched the first set. Nagal was playing on fire, and Federer double faulted a lot of times. But honestly, I think Nagal was probably really nervous. And the thing is, when you play players that are higher ranked than you and have a bunch of stats, you're going to throw everything you have. Because on paper, it doesn't really matter what you do, you're going to lose. Likewise, Federer, he had to win this thing because on paper, he was a better player. And obviously, you could see it wasn't that easy. He dropped a set. I think Roger will have this problem moving forward because he's legend. And a lot of people know that and they want to beat him. This is the same thing Nadal also has to go through, but I think because Roger, his game isn't as stable per se. Like he's more of a graceful type of player instead of someone who's kind of like Djokovic who can stably hit everything with a very compact swing path. Less variability on the opponent. So hopefully Federer can get to the semis and do some damage in the draw as expected. Moringa, he's also a player where on paper, if he should beat somebody, it's going to take him a long time because he'll get nervous in his shots. He always swings big. So when he plays someone like Nadal, that's when his game skyrockets because his focus, I think, gets a little bit heightened. It's good that Berankis won some matches because he's a great player. His junior career was a lot better, honestly, than his current career, but both are pretty good. He's a solid player. Unfortunate Marcos Giron lost. I was surprised. Giron's, well, not surprised. Well, maybe a little surprised. It was just I was kind of disappointed because he's a good player. Very solid college career at UCLA. I'm wishing the guy the best. Hope he comes back next year. Taylor Fritz, man, dude, when he lost, he was seeded in the slam, so I hoped he could go at least to the fourth round. It's unfortunate he lost in the first. Feliciano is a good player, but Feliciano does beat quite a lot of players that I personally like. He's good, athletic. I wish that guy the best. Pablo Carreño Busta. This guy, he used to, well, he was always around 30, 40 until a couple years ago he had a good run at the US Open and then he became a top 10 player. But then I guess he drifted off because injuries and that was like his peak level. But I've seen him up close. He's a solid player. Jack Suck. As usual, he kind of lost. Um, I know I sound like I'm hating, but you don't understand why I had a problem with him even being like showing up to this tournament. He had a wild card. I know he's done great stuff for U.S. tennis. Um, he's been at it for a long time, ever since he wore Adidas. So it's like, why do I not like Jack Sock to an extent? Mainly, it's the fact that I know his forehand is good, right? He likes to whip that thing. Let me find what I'm talking about. My problem with this guy is his backhand. It's like totally weird. There are not that many pictures of it, I guess, because people don't want to see it. Kidding, kidding. Or am I? No, it's not really kidding, but let's find it. Come on, Jack. And his fitness is kind of sketch. Oh, shoot. His fitness is pretty sketch. Like, look at that. And I think Federer even was like, "Bro, don't do that." People were watching you. Okay, come on, buddy. I'm trying to find your backhand. You want me to find it? Yes. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so where is that backhand? Jack Sook. I guess Backhand. To find it. There you go. Behold, the Jacksock backhand. See, even when he's on the run, he hits it like this. It's really weird. He makes sure that it's like hitting a one-hand backhand on the right-hand side, and on the left-hand side, it looks like he's hitting a semi-western forehand. So the grip is just totally awkward. It's not like Opelka's or basically any other player. We can see that the knuckles aren't lined up as should be, but for him, it's total. Well, not in that picture. This is not. I take that back. This picture, it's fine. It's totally fine. I could have swore there was a picture of him hitting a backhand here. Let me find it. Come on. There you go. This is what I'm talking about. This is totally. No, not that one actually. That one's still fine. Gosh, I don't know. It's gotta be here. Sorry, I did this video one take before and it totally just my computer melted and stuff, I guess. This is what I'm talking about. This lined up knuckle thing is just whack. He's trying to make his other hand like his right hand, and that's just weird. That probably hindered a lot of his success, but I can see why he does it. I mean, if you do it this way, your contact point has to be clean, kind of like the forehand. So I see that. I see that, Jack. Anyways, I wish the guy the best, but I think he should give it to somebody, the wild card to somebody who really needs the money because the appearance fee. But that's just my opinion. If you have an opinion that you'd like to refute, you can comment below. So there's Borna Coric. George. It's George. My bad. You won 6-0 in the third. Solid. Cameron Norrie, another college player, lost. Unfortunately, in a tight fifth set. Sam Querrey lost. Man, dude, I always hate it when Sam loses. He's such a good player. He's so powerful. Grigor Dimitrov won 4 sets. This American, let's see. I haven't really seen him before. Dude, he's 16 years old. Wow. Look at that prize money. Just kidding. He's gonna. Oh, and that's one thing. Noah Rubin is trying to push a concept called behind the racket, where they disclose all the hardships of the players on the tour. And one thing he's pointed out is they don't make a whole lot of money. And as you can see, he's pretty spot on about that. I know he's just starting and all, but still, 2,000 for your career currently is pretty low. But not after passing the U.S. Open, so proud of him. But I'm going to keep going. Opelka won. He beat Fanini. Impressive. Good on him. He's beating highly ranked players. Alex de Minaur, he won. Eubanks Eubanks lost in 5 sets. It's unfortunate. Brooksby beat Thomas Berdych. It's kind of crazy how Berdych nowadays, he's losing early. I know he's getting old and he's thinking about retiring, but Berdych used to be that guy, man. He used to be the guy who always would reach the quarters, always would reach the semis. We didn't give him enough credit when it was due at the time. That consistency is just not, it's not existent anymore. Unless you're like Roger or Djokovic. So I'm wishing Berdych all the best for this later half of his career. Nishikori, he only needed 10 games to win because his opponent retired. Let's keep going. Good on Kudla for winning that first round match against Tipsavrich. Stanford player Bradley Klahn won in straight sets. Good on him. And apparently these two matches got canceled. So that was August 26th results, guys.